And hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Hashtag Playing Together.
Hello, we are here, the Southern Knots, Johan and Desi, and tonight we have Velvet. Hi, Velvet.
Hello. Thank you very much for letting me play together with both of you.
Yeah,
Tell us,
so
tell
nice
us
to be
something
here.
about you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Tell me something interesting about me. Well, I'm going to name drop. I have been on television. I was on a kid show called Mr. Dress Up, and I got to play a toy maker who sang and entertained. And it was a childhood dream for me to be on this show, even when I didn't have any hope or aspirations to be a performer. So that was like I hit my bucket list really early.
Okay. That's
So,
good.
so
And
sweet.
you're zooming in from,
I'm in from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
yeah.
So I'm in the Eastern Standard Time Zone now, I believe,
Mhm.
and so it's a lovely winter's day,
So you,
With snow.
yeah.
snow and ice, and what I'm hoping actually because of the pandemic, I'm hoping this helps to keep people indoors just a little longer.
True. Yeah. Sean Kinley, who was with us last week, he said it was 15 degrees, but he's in the south of Canada, and you're in the north. Or
Well, no, I'm in the south of Canada, but
that's
I
it.
mean the degrees go. What is often true is that 15 degrees in December feels very different than 15 degrees in May. So,
Mhm.
so right now it's like it's cold,
Mm.
like it's not unbearable, but it's winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so yeah, about the little show we have, I'm going to bring a little story. Yeah, the three of
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
based on a suggestion, and yeah, this is a funny part. Velvet, can you give a number between 1 and 180?
I'm going to go 168,
One.
168.
And I said it's a funny thing because when we were watching your shows, Velvet, you were exactly asking for the same thing. Give a number between 1 and 180.
Yes.
And what a coincidence that is, yeah? It's, it's unbelievable. Okay, 168. I have it here on the laptop. Oh, traditions. Hmm,
Traditions.
traditions.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So, the Southern Knot with Velvet Welsh and traditions. Enjoy.
The wind blows over the snow caps, gusting up little bits of snowflakes. The trees slightly move back and forth under the wind's pressure. A snowman that had been formed a week before, mostly there but having slightly melted now, feels the wind pick up the hat that had been placed there and kept there, and it flies away down the street.
I found the little hat of a snowman. It just dropped out of the sky in front of me. I'm sure it's of a snowman because there's still a little bit of ice and snow along the edges of the beautiful hat.
Dietrich, you have the hat.
Yes, Bob, I have the hat.
It is the 14th of December, and whoever has the snowman's hat is a mayor for the day.
I know, but this is such a beautiful thing, but I don't know if I can.
Have you
I'm not,
tried it on?
I'm afraid I don't know if I will be up for the job.
Oh, there must be magic in the hat that helps you with all of the procedures and how to speak to the press.
Do you think so? But Bob,
I've never worn the hat, but I've always dreamed that someday I would. I'm so glad that it's you, though, Dietrich. You're such a good like team player. When we play our games together,
we do.
you come up with amazing games, and the rules are really easy.
Well, it's just because you understand what I'm talking about that it's so easy. If I have the hat, I will be afraid to talk in public. You know that I have a problem with talking in public and before people. And
I know, Dietrich, Dietrich, you, you can do it. Like, just practice with me. Don't put on the hat yet, but just practice with me. What would be the first thing you'd say as the mayor?
uh, uh,
It's just me. I'm just me. It's just me.
I
It's just
told you.
Polly.
I told you. I will. Okay, I will try again. I will try again. Hello, everyone. I have the hat.
Yeah. You know the one thing that I wish our real mayor would do?
What?
I wish that the real mayor would share that they're scared sometimes. Because there's a lot to be scared of, and all adults do are just try to calm everyone down and make them forget how they're feeling.
True.
It'd be so nice to know how they're really feeling as mayor.
Our mayor never talks about her fears. Never,
No.
ever.
No. So the fact that you're scared, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. What I liked was that you took a breath and you went anyway. So like you, I think that makes you an even better mayor than our mayor.
Do you really think so? I just can't believe it. I go home and I will practice a bit in front of a mirror. I will do a couple of speeches.
Yeah.
I will write them down on a piece of paper and I will read them out loud.
And then in the morning, you'll open the door to your house, you'll shovel your walk, put on your hat, and proclaim to the world, I am the mayor.
I will try. I will try, Bob. Thanks for your good advice.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to building a new snowman.
Okay. See you later.
Okay. The wind blew away my hat. Now I have to find it because it's a magical hat and it will turn me in a real girl. I want to be a real girl. Don't want to be a snow girl anymore because I melt every spring and then I have to wait for the winter to begin to exist again. It's so unfair and I have to find my hat. I really Oh.
Hello, Snow Girl. I have the hat.
Yeah, give it back. It's a magical hat. I need it.
Yeah, but with the hat I could be mayor of this little town. And I could ask and tell people. I could tell them, it's good to be afraid sometimes. It's good.
Oh,
Our mayor never does that.
Are always so greedy.
What will happen if you don't have the hat today?
I will probably melt at some point and disappear, and I will be able to come back next winter eventually if someone decides to make a snow girl. But you know, usually people, they make snow men and no snow girls.
Are you afraid, Snow Girl?
I am afraid. And this hat can turn me into a real girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me something. If you become the mayor, can you order people to make more snow girls?
Of course. That will be my first rule to the village. And that's a fantastic idea for my speech. I talked about this with my dear friend Bob. I could order that everyone has to make snow girls.
And then you'll give me my hat back?
Yes.
Right? You promise?
Yes. Just stand there.
Thank you.
Now, I need more power in my life. I have the money. I have the infamy, but I need a hat. I need the one traditional mayoral hat. I was going to get it this morning, but it was already gone. The wind or a kid or another person scheming like myself. I have dreams. I have dreams beyond this little town. And I need some magic to make it happen. Son,
Father?
did you have a good day playing and frolicking and wasting your time not being industrious?
Actually, I had father, and I have good news. You will be proud of me now.
Proud of you? What have you done? Have you taken over another neighborhood's playground?
No, father, don't do that. That's mean.
Well, spit it out. What should I be proud of you then?
Tomorrow, I will be, for one day, the mayor of this town.
You'll be the...
Yes, father.
You? Show me. Show me. You have that. Show me that.
No. No, this is... Father, I know I always disappoint you. I know that. But with this hat, I can do some good. I can bring good to the people of this town. I can make them compassionate, vulnerable. Do you understand that?
Dietrich, have I raised you under my household, fed you, clothed you, taken care of you, educated you?
You did, Father.
Have I given you the space to frolic and play and be whatever it is children are supposed to be? Have I given that to you?
Yeah, but in a certain special way. Always with your eyes, that look, that you were disappointed, that I was never doing the right thing, that I was not good enough for you, that I was not after power, just like you wanted to be.
Why would you not seek power, Dietrich? It is the most sweet, succulent thing in this entire world.
Not. Power destroys everything. Just think about a world where everyone works together and collaborates, and where there is no power and no difference. And with this little hat, I can bring that message to the people of this village. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Father, but this time, I will do what I have to do.
Fine. Do what you have to do. You will see when you do what you have to do that you are more like me than you realize.
Never. I will never be like you.
Go to your room.
I think it's time to get my hat back. Well, this guy, he's the mayor now, and it's the second week. I don't see many snow girls around. I don't know what happened. I think I have to find this guy and talk to him, and hopefully he will give me my hat back. I really need it. And he promised more snow girls. Oh, I think that's... Hello.
I'm here.
Oh.
With your hat.
Huh? So, can I have it back?
Hold on. I haven't done my speech yet for the village.
But you have a speech every day.
Yes, but not today yet. I have to convince the people more. I feel that, especially my father, is not yet convinced about the power of being afraid sometimes. And do you understand, Littles?
I understand, but it's the end of December and January is getting kind of, warm here. And I need a hat, otherwise I won't survive. And maybe next year nobody will do a snow girl. And, I need a hat. And you promised to give it back after one day, and it's been 2 weeks.
I still need it a few days more, I promise you.
The sun comes out from behind the clouds. It is a brilliantly warm day.
Please give me the hat. I'm melting.
Your feet are gone. No, don't go. Don't go. I promised it.
Yes, you promised.
No. Here it is. Can I? Here it is. You have the hat now.
Too late. It's
No,
too late.
no,
It's too
no.
late.
Oh, little snow girl.
You greedy human.
I killed.
Teacher, where's the snow girl?
Bob, I've done a terrible thing. She melted. She's gone. And I broke my promise.
What? Well, I mean, you're the mayor now. You aren't supposed to break your promises. You're supposed to be a good mayor. You were going to be a good mayor and cheer how you felt and do things that were good for people.
Yes, and I wanted to do good for people, and I saw that my words helped a bit, but because of that I forgot everything about the snow girl and about myself. I think I became or transformed not such a good person anymore.
But you can make it right. You can
How?
make it
How?
like scoop her up and put her in the freezer.
Oh, yes.
And then when the sun goes out again, you can start to start anew.
Scoop her up.
Scoop her up.
And the carrot.
I have her carrot. I have the carrot.
Carrot. Take the carrot.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe by tomorrow she'll be formed enough. And with the hat. Maybe with the hat. Maybe if you let go of the hat and you put and you build her under the hat so she grows up into it.
Yes, I will do one more speech for the entire village. Okay?
Without the hat?
No, without the hat.
You're so brave.
I will do it now. People of the village, here is your mayor talking. This will be my last speech. Remember what I said. When there is snow, you all have to build little snow girls and snow women. When you see each other, be compassionate. Don't bully each other. Don't be afraid. Be afraid if it's needed. Admit that you can be afraid. There is one special snow girl, which we will build in the middle of the square of the town. We call her Rosalie, and she will wear the hat of the mayor. And there will be a new mayor next year, on the 14th of December. We will do good wearing this hat. Be well, people of the village, and if you accept me as your new mayor, I want to be the mayor for the rest of the year. The mayor without a hat.
I've loved my boy, and I find it difficult to express it since my darling wife passed his mother, Rosalie. I'm glad he still remembers her. I'm glad he holds her in a special place in his heart. That is something that we share, and I have been too afraid to express it. I'm going to show up at the town square. I think he's going to be a fine mayor.
Hey, little snow girl. Here's your hat.
I have flesh and I can smile.
Oh, and your carrot. Your carrot fell off and you have a real nose. How is that possible?
I'm a real girl now.
I wish Bob or my father could see that.
Oh,
Bob.
Son.
Oh, father.
I know it's so difficult to recognize me with a smile, but I want to tell you, I am so proud of what you have done.
You don't understand how much that means to me. That you're actually proud. I had to stand up for myself to realize that. And
Yes. Introduce me to your new friend.
Rosalie,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
have
you.
a book and I'm going to school.
yes,
And I will learn how to be a good mayor.
I'm sure you
Thank
will
you.
be an excellent mayor.
I will vote for you. I had forgotten what it meant to believe in the magic of life.
Yes.
And the two of you have shown that to me. I will make sure that everyone in the town hears your praises.
And
Thank you.
no power, no power,
No power.
no power.
I'm going to school.
And end scene.
So,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Snowgirl.
see.
Okay, yeah, let's have a chat about
Yeah.
improv and stuff.
So, Veryone, tell us how everything began with you and improv, etc.
Hmm. I started in high school, and it wasn't that I was looking for it, but it obviously found me. I had a friend encourage me to give it a try, so I said yes, and so once I finished high school, I then joined the Toronto improv community, and I really was like fly to honey or bee to honey or something to honey, because for me, it was just so natural. It was a much clearer way of engaging with others than I found real world. And I took a break from it. But when I came back, it was to do musical improv.
Oh,
And so I've been doing that now for 12, 13 years again. And I love it. And when I get an opportunity to do it with other people, especially, that is such a joy. Just people getting together in both making stuff up so there's no worry about criticism and also just sharing musicality. To me, those two things coming together is just, that's heaven.
okay. So you tell
Yeah,
us
I
about Crooner. That's something you do, yeah?
Crooner.
Crooner.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what happened was, we were all living out in the real world, and then the pandemic said, stop living out there, live in your house. And I needed to do something creative for myself. I needed to have something that was an anchor point,
Yeah.
because I had begun to forget what day of the week it was or what week of the year it was. So I needed those two things, and I needed a way to connect with people. And because I love doing musical improv and I have all of the gear, I thought I would try this thing. Oh, and I had one other milestone, which was for me, which is while I have performed with groups all of the time, I hadn't really explored doing solo improv. So I thought, I want to stretch myself. I want to use this as an opportunity to see what it's like to be on stage by myself for an hour. And whatever happens, happens, and I'll do as many songs as I can. But also I want to enjoy it and I want to connect with people. So that, to me, that all of that formula came together as Crooner. So every week, or as many weeks as I have been able to,
Yeah.
I would get people to give me suggestions for the song titles, made up song titles. And I started to come up with, I would have a theme. So I'd have an album title, and they would give me according to that album title. This week it was Pigpen. So they gave me titles along that theme, and then I would sing about it. And sometimes I don't connect with the title and I just have to go with it. And sometimes I really connect with it and I have to remember to stop singing and to move on to the next song. So it's been a great exercise for me. It has been a way to put myself out into the world as I hear something people can go and watch. But more so, it's been a way for me to connect with more and more people.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're basically doing a solo improv musical?
So for me, it's, I grew up knowing that musicals existed where you're telling a story with song. But I also grew up with the radio. So for me, that is much more how I improvise this is a song you would hear on the radio. And some radio stations we're going to play the side A of Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven or whatever the thing was. So I thought, yeah, if I'm going to pretend that I'm doing an in studio or a listening session of all the songs on this album. And I also, just like with what you're doing, I randomize the order. So there's no preparation for me. And the music that I'm using in the back while they're loops that I have created, just a cappella loops of myself, I don't remember what number I've attributed to what sound. So it plays and I go, oh, it's that one. Okay. I mean, I know. Once it plays, I know how it sounds.
Yes.
But if you were to record a song, you would also know the backing music. So I'm okay with knowing it, but I don't prepare for it.
Yeah, just like on stage with a musician and you don't know what the musician will play in the first place.
Yeah.
So you also all give musical workshops, musical improv workshops, all of that.
Yeah, I did. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could give back to the community. So how can I share the knowledge of something I'm passionate about? Musical improv is just first and foremost what I offer. But second, I needed to make a little bit of income. So it has helped with that. But what I realized in taking other people's workshops, a lot of them are assuming people are coming to the workshop already ready to sing. They're just like, they just were looking for an excuse to do it. And that's great. And I'm very glad that those workshops exist for people. But there are a lot of people like me who have had or have anxiety. And so the idea, improv is already about how do you sit in the being vulnerable. Adding on to that musicality, a lot of people feel like music is some special art form that you're not allowed to do unless you're already good at it. Yeah. And so I went, well, hey, these are my people. I know how to help people be comfortable with the concept. And it's going to happen. We are going to sing, but it's not so in your face with it because I remember what it's like to try a new skill set and to be faced with an instructor who knows it down pat and have an attitude of you should be getting this. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person welcoming and saying, come, you are safe, you're welcome, you're loved, now sing. No, I don't see the value of springing that on them and forcing their boundaries to break rather than helping them expand their boundaries.
Yeah, Desi is also talking about doing something together, musical improv. But I'm like one of those people, I really like it and I admire it so much if people can do it, but I can't sing and I have that blockage or...
Yeah, but...
Yes.
Improv musical, there is no need to have an amazing voice.
Yeah, but you can have an amazing voice.
So I hear you, but I will tell you that if you can speak, you can sing. Period. And as Desi says, it's not about the quality of, I treat it far more like karaoke, where it's about 3 minutes. And yes, that person was amazing. They were amazing, but it's 3 minutes. They're over. It's now time to move on to the next thing. Or it's 3 minutes of somebody who is difficult to listen to. But it's only 3 minutes and they are there with passion and they are trying and they're not trying to sabotage. But they are in that moment. So I encourage that as much, if not more so than the person who comes from an operatic training and just does it in their sleep. I still want to see a little bit of that vulnerability to connect with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do it. You absolutely. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
That was ready.
Bye. Yeah, I don't want to be that. I will do that with people who already sing. That I'll do. But please come back. Thank you. So yeah, that is the gist of my first workshop. It's getting started before you're ready. It is centered in people who are going, I can do the improv, but I can't do this, or I'm afraid to, or I'm shy to, or I shouldn't. I've been told I shouldn't ever sing. Like if all of those people come to me, we will be okay. But I'm starting to also develop other workshops for people who have now a bit more comfortable, a bit more confident, and starting to get into other skill sets. So I do have another workshop that is about sharing focus, which is true for improv, musical improv, like any kind of improv, sharing focus or a life skill, just in general, learning that skill set of sharing. So those are the ones that I have built and are up on my site right now. I have other workshops that are coming down the pipeline for 2021 with some theaters, and come to my page and I'll give you the updates when those are available.
Good, excellent.
What is the name of your page?
Across most social media, it is Velvet Duke. Velvet Duke, which has its own story, but for now it's a social media branding.
And you do for the moment the workshops all with Zoom, I guess, also the singing workshops?
Right. Yeah. Zoom has been the go-to place for people to gather. They understand it either from their day job or from the improv community. Just everybody uses it as default. I am exploring other options, but for me, the caveat is always if I can do musical improv there, then I can do the other formats too.
Yes.
So yeah, at this point, it has been over Zoom, and I've been able to get over like the lag. That part I've solved for it. There are other technical issues that get in the way sometimes.
Yeah, I'm curious. How does a musical workshop or a musical show work with Zoom?
Yeah, so there is some setup. Just like you would have in a live stage, there are things that you have to be mindful of before you start. But once that is taken care of, then you can move forward with it. And just like other kinds of improv and other things in the community, it requires people saying yes to it and not going, no, I'm the exception. And, because as soon as that happens, then complications happen and you have to pause and you have to take care of that person, that situation.
Yeah. What would you say to people who like to try out improv, but for some reason they don't make that step? What would you say to them?
I haven't I'll kind of repeat what I said to somebody who was looking for advice on whether they should go improv or sketch or stand up or pure writing, or they want to know like what of the things to try, which one to try first. And my recommendation to them was try improv. Improv is such a good set of skills and tools and way of engaging that you can apply across any of the other artistic formats. And also in real life. So for me, it is the go-to. Often when people think improv isn't for them, it's because they've seen a lot of the silliness that can occur, and they don't think of themselves either as wanting to be silly, like there may be some shame or pride around that, or that's not their sense of humor. So what I would say the benefit today is we have access to so many different schools, theaters, and individuals who are putting things on around the world. It is likely you will find somebody who is your sense of humor. Seek them out. Look for their jams or look for performances that, like give things a try as a viewer and go, oh, I like that. And then follow up with them and try it with them or through them. That right now we have that opportunity. So take that chance. If it's a money thing, there are so many jams and other opportunities that have no financial barrier either. They have a bursary, a scholarship, or it's free. They have a sample workshop in some cases. I have a Tuesday series that's musical improv where there is no cost. If you want to donate, I accept it. I appreciate it, but that's the least of my concern. I would much rather have people try it and see if it's for them, and then walk away if it's not, than for them not to do it because of money.
Okay, yeah. Okay. If you would look at the future of improv, what is there something you would think of? Oh, it would be so great if that could be realized. Is there
Yeah. So I'm going to look a little bit to the past of what has existed and been given opportunities. So we have had on TV, we have had improv shows. We've had a few improv shows that have existed. We've had movies that have had a lot of improvisation in the scripts.
Yeah.
So that has been true. We've had improvised radio plays. So we've had access to these things in the different media, but it has been very limited as to who's allowed to be in those shows. Okay. So for me, the future would be to have far more diverse and many more opportunities across the different styles, across the different mediums. And as much as my dream would be to be in one of those things, it's not just about me. It's really, there are so many talented people around the world who have not had that opportunity because they have not been connected to the right people or they've not lived in the right city. And now, like virtually, literally you can dial in from anywhere. And if it's just a matter of your internet speed, there are solutions for that too. Yes. So I think the opportunities for more people are there. It's just a matter of getting the people with the money to open up their wallets and make it happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there anything in improv you haven't yet tried? I think for the most of us was the online improv.
Right.
Yeah, but anything else?
So I'm going to answer this honestly and say the thing that I am not a very physical improviser. So I have not done performative improv dance. Okay. I don't hold choreography well. So that for me is like, if I was going to truly challenge myself, yes. Improvise choreography would be like, oh, that's the big challenge. I also haven't done I haven't done a lot of playback theater. I've trained a little bit in it a long time ago. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the way that it engages. But that was one where I would gravitate to as I hope to do this as opposed to I hope I don't do this. So that's another one. And I want to improve in the forms that I already do. Mm-hmm. I sing, but I don't necessarily know every genre very well. So I would love to expand my knowledge of different genres. I'd love to be able to sing in the style of Bollywood or even of rap. Like there's some rap that it's just too quick for my brain. I'd love to be able to get that quick with it. I would love to do an opera or an operetta. I would love that. Likewise, I would love to be more verbal. I would love that. I would love to do different authors' styles.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like I've done Shakespeare, but there are other authors out there. Let's see more range in what is being offered. Yeah. So yeah, I am always about trying new and more, but also getting more comfortable, expanding my boundaries on the things that I already enjoy.
Great.
I want to, you said I was allowed to ask you, so I'm going to put that back to you. This is the perfect opportunity to hear from both of you. What are the things that you're not doing right now that you would love to do in improv?
Being on a real stage. This is something I really miss. I would love to do musical improv, but Johan is not that much into that for the moment.
For the moment.
Yeah. For the moment.
Well, we'll continue to have that conversation.
Yes, I'm sure.
And I also like to try this thing what you said about Shakespeare and authors improv, like Chekhov or anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, the biggest challenge will be the musical improv, of course, but also just becoming better in the things I already do. Basically, what you said as well. I follow still a lot of workshops and courses, just to pick things and try it out and experiment. I really love to do that. I think for me personally, improv is something like some long, you study for the rest of your life, and it will never be perfect, but you try to improve stuff. I would love to teach, but for the moment, so many other things going on that, teaching and trying to communicate the art of improv and be able to do that is really fascinating, I think, and that would be yeah, something which is also on my bucket list. And then, like this is said, yeah, being on the stage and performing, have that connection with the audience, because we connect with each other, but yeah, we can't connect to you who's probably, well, hopefully looking now, or in 10 days or in 2 years, connect with you as an audience person. That would be lovely too. Uh, yeah, so many things still to do, but
Yeah. And we have time.
yes,
Yeah.
You have time.
we have
Yeah.
time.
Desi, do you also want to get into teaching at some point?
I actually teach
Oh, you do teach. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
in an improv school called Improv Brussels.
Oh,
I
nice.
teach, yeah, I teach beginner class. It's great. It's everything. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. That question was just to prove that we haven't really talked before. We're just meeting today for the first
Yeah.
time.
For the first
Yeah.
time.
The real improv.
Yeah, and that's something which I think it's amazing. Yeah, we haven't met in person. This is the first time in Zoom, and then we play a story, and we have this unwritten or written base of improv, and we
Mhm.
use that and we play together, and it's so amazing. Yeah, it's every
Yeah.
time a surprise. So it's lovely.
It is lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really enjoyed our scene together. Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Me too, definitely. Okay, well, let's say goodbye to everyone. Well, if we don't go away yet, we have a little chat, yeah, but let's say goodbye. And many thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.